Ow. Ow. I went to the jacuzzi. I'm like, oh. I don't know if reaching up in the gate. It's just kind of odd that I mentioned this and now my shoulder hurts. No, I'm just kidding. Unfreeze. Okay. Isn't that funny? You usually hear freeze. No, unfreeze. I don't have my eyebrows on because I wiped them off. But anywho, I came on here because I'm sitting there pondering, like, and once again, as usual, please nobody take offense to this. I'm just pointing out why life can be very confusing for me sometimes. Because my mother tells me there's nothing wrong with me. And I agree, there's nothing wrong with me. I do have a difference, a neural developmental disorder that can be proven and would be evident if I were to do a brain scan, a brain imaging. Like Temple Grandin has had brain imaging done. Yes. Temple Grandin has had brain imaging done, and it's evident in the development of her brain and how it responds, or which parts have grown more than normal or less than normal, or not grown, developed, same difference. Either way, so when my mother says there's nothing wrong with me, I say, I agree. Yes, there's nothing wrong with me. I do, however, have a difference. And I'm like 100% positive that if they did the brain imaging on me that they've done on Temple Grandin, and if they did the brain imaging on me, and I mean others that are that could possibly have autism or Asperger's, that they would see the same thing. And I don't understand why that is not used as a diagnostic tool. I don't understand. Anyhow, that being said, because you can tell the difference between an autistic brain and a normal brain. I don't understand why that's not used as a diagnostic tool. I just don't get it. Anyhow, I've been told that my son was not mentally ill, and that I am not mentally ill. And I honestly don't believe that I'm mentally ill. I do have mental health issues because of trauma. CPTSD is something that is very difficult for someone who has not experienced repeated and continued abuse or trauma. Yeah, I lost my choice of foods today were obviously not very good. I'm not focusing on anything right today. Like, fuck. Hi, gorgeous. Hi. Okay, so now what's wrong with me? But at the same time, oh, that's what I was sitting on, and I'm thinking, okay, well, everyone's always telling me my mom, there's nothing wrong with you, Amber, blah, 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 blah. But then my dad would ask me, well, are you taking your medications? If there's, okay, well, maybe that's, okay, there's two different people, so I guess it's really not a contradiction, but it does become rather confusing when people are expecting you and requiring you to take medication. Oh, by the way, that being said, CPS cannot require you to receive mental health services or take medication. They required that of me. That was part of my case plan, to receive mental health services and to take medication. When the person doing all of this to me is the one that is delusional, out of control, destructive, sexually deviant, abusive. Yes. Needless to say, they found my natural response to his abuse to be very irrational and mentally unstable. Go figure. Imagine that. Need I see more? Yeah. So, yeah. I'm faking a disorder? No. But I'm not on any medications now, and I'm acting much more rational than I was when I was taking medication. Oh, and I do believe my supplemental security income was approved based on a misdiagnosis. So like Social Security, I sat on the phone for 4 hours one day. 4 hours on hold, waiting for my call to be answered. 4 hours. I shit you not. Social Security Administration. For whatever reason that day, they weren't offering we'll call you back when no. They didn't offer me a call back. They just said, please hold. We're experiencing higher than normal call volumes, but your call will be answered as soon as possible. 4 hours. Outrageous. Hey, Social Security, are you guys hiring for phone operators? Are you guys hiring for customer service representatives? Apparently your telephone lines, your call center, or whatever needs representatives. 4 hours. I hung up. I waited the 4 hours and I hung up. A waste. Needless to say, what is wrong with me? I do believe I was approved for my SSI based on the fact that bipolar disorder is a very unpredictable disorder. And it does make it difficult to keep a job. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can't work, but it does mean that it is difficult for you to maintain gainful employment when you are bipolar, because many times but the same goes for someone in my situation. I have autism spectrum disorder, and I also have anxiety, and I also have CPTSD and ADHD. Just because I'm not like hyperactive 24/7, I am generally hyperactive, which is why manic episodes that were not manic episodes, rapid cycling, cyclothymic, there's types of bipolar disorder. And wasn't the problem. Most autistic people with autism spectrum disorder do have issues with sleep and racing thoughts. And it doesn't matter how many days I stay up, I still will not go to sleep until 4 a.m. And then I'll wake up at 6. I will always wake up at like 6, 7, 8. 8 at the latest. If I go to bed at 4, I'll still wake up like 4 hours later. Anyhow, the whole point is what's wrong with me? Nothing. I do have differences. I do have disorders. Trauma-based disorders are the majority of my issue at the moment, as in regards to disabilities. And I do have PTSD. So PTSD is also a very unpredictable disorder. Another disorder that can keep you from obtaining and maintaining gainful employment. So, If everyone claims I'm not mentally ill and there's nothing wrong with me, and please, the person that said that to me, I'm not meaning in any way, shape, or form to be condescending to you. I know you're just you've been taught what you've been taught, and your mother was my mother. I mean, I'm your mother, but okay. Obviously, I'm talking to my daughter. Not you, my other daughter. My mother ended up taking over my job, not taking over, I'm saying it wrong. My mother ended up being your mother, and I understand 100% where you get your points of views, and so I don't hold them against you. I don't even really hold them against my mother, because she was obviously raised to believe certain things. I do, however, get confused when I think about like my grandma Ew, gross. Whose toenail is that? That's disgusting. My grandmother, my mom's stepmom, like, she's an amazing woman, and she's completely different than the rest of my family. I mean, my mom's family, my mom's side. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. What's wrong with me, and why am I not taking medication? Well, because there's nothing wrong with me. Everyone needs to make up their mind. Either please stop telling me there's nothing wrong with me and then expecting me to be on medication. And this goes for everybody in California. This goes for everybody in Arizona. This goes for everybody who has said it, who hasn't said it, who might say it. Please don't. That's so flipping confusing. There's nothing wrong with you. Now go take your meds. Okay. Can I do requests? What do you mean? What do requests? Requests for what? Oh gosh. You scared. That is so funny.
What kind of request, human?
I saw her image coming into the computer, the camera, like I knew it was her. What the flip? Why did that scare me? I just saw her screaming. I'm like, whoa! I saw her right there. Hello. Requests? What do you mean by requests? Specific. Be specific. Please be appropriate. Don't ask for any sexual anything because
14 over here.
Not only that, but I'm a human being. Before I am a sexual object, I'm a human being, and sexual objectivity or sexual objectiveness is only something that is shared or whatever with my romantic partner, and I have no romantic partner at the moment, so therefore I am not a sexual object for anyone. That's just in case that's what you were asking. I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying that's exactly what you were asking me. I'm just saying let's just not go there. Wow. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go now. I just wanted to come on here and say, no, there's nothing wrong with me. And no, I don't take medications anymore. And no, please don't expect me to take medications if there's nothing wrong with me. Like, I can't sleep at night, and that's all that's really bothersome to me at the moment. So that's all I take medication for. Okay? Awesome. I'm not depressed. I am very hyperactive. Uncomfortably so sometimes, but not so uncomfortably so that I need to take medication for it. I don't have a job right now, so I don't know if it's anything that will interfere with me having a job. I'm going to do my best. Actually, I'm going to contact probably the Potter's Hands or something. What is that? Is that the church? The Potter's Hands? Huh? The Potter's Hands, I think, or the Potter's House. It's a church that's somewhere around here. And yeah. You know what is crazy? Is I grew up with this girl named, oh, wait, I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to share people's business. Anyways, there's a pastor, Lazovich, from Calvary Chapel out here. I think I know his daughter, but I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if it's just the same name or, I mean, because I saw one of his videos on YouTube and he looks, I mean, she looks like she could totally be his daughter. They resemble each other ridiculously. Anyhow, yeah, that doesn't matter. Sorry. I had grilled cheese and pepperoni for friggin' lunch, and now I'm like a scatterbrain, and it's obvious that I either have a problem with, yeah, never mind. I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Okay, why do we have so many buttons to push? Okay.